Gonna get some levels in on this dwarf. Just chill out with you guys. Talk about the one life rag. This is kind of cute. What is going on here? Is this some multi-box action or just a bunch of little snacks running around together? We're gonna talk more about the one life rag project. Just chill out for a little bit. Enjoy the ambience, sights and sounds. Shoot the shit a little bit. Hope everyone's doing good. Yo, Ryan, Devin, Austin, Julius, Dualities. What's up, McFarland? What's good, man? Julius, Jess, how we doing, everybody? Matt Shepard, great to see you, brother. Derek, Devin. What's going on, Marcus? Yeah, I don't know if you guys have been hearing about it. Maybe some of you missed the stream yesterday. Everyone's hyped for this One Life Rag project. It's just so far so good. Hopefully it doesn't take too long for Classic Fresh to come out. If you don't know what I'm talking about, feel free to ask away any questions or anything like that. But pretty much, we're going for the ultimate, man. One life, 1 to 60, death equals delete, all the traditional hardcore rule set. And then we're actually going to form the first mortal raid and legit try to raid and do Molten Core. And we're taking one of the most iconic, maybe the most iconic raid. A raid people don't really take seriously, and we're making it spicy again, man. We're making it borderline impossible. And we're getting the whole gang back together. So many familiar faces for years and years now, playing on different private servers and just members from the community from all abouts. Saddling up one more time, giving Classic another go. How sweet would the one life rag kill be? Oh man, it'd be amazing. I just have a really good feeling about it. Like I just have a feeling we're about to do something like really legendary that's actually really about to blow up in a massive way. It just makes sense, man. And it's something that, jeez, man, sub-level 10 hunters so rough, dude. Well, it's okay. But yeah, something that's never been attempted before. I don't think. A one life mortal raid. It's basically gonna be like a TV show. Everybody on the same page, one common objective from beginning to end. And unlike other things, there actually is like an end date to it. You know, it's when you all die or you kill Ragnaros, you complete the obstacle. So, or complete the challenge. And I think that because there's a clear and defined objective and end date to the whole experience, it sounds like more enticing than just like, hey, you want to play Classic again? You want to form a guild on Classic and just go again? Why not do it on the PTR? Who knows how long it'll be till fresh? Yeah, it's about the experience, man. It's about the narrative. It's about the setup. It's about... I mean, we probably will get on the PTR and stuff, right? But at the same time, there's a real magic about fresh and doing it for real and for the first time on stream with you guys and like as a community and trying to give it a shot, you know? Even when Classic was coming out, you remember they had the beta, they had like the content creator, cool kids club, boys club, you invite all your friends type beta for Classic. I finessed my way in there and we got to see Classic for like months and months on end, and it was beautiful and it's the best game ever made, but there was a cost to that marketing at the same time where it made it a bit less special. Like when the actual launch day came, it didn't feel like you were like, yo, this is it, we're all here together, we're storming the beaches together, everybody's seeing the magical old school Duratar for the first time in years. I was like, yeah, I've been seeing these streamer Andy's play for the last months. So do we even have a quest for him? Pick up those trial quests. Yeah, bone snappers, okay. The Endeavor is history book level. Yeah. I think so too, man. And there is so much potential to it. I just know myself, like, I don't have the work ethic and I'm probably too lazy to try to pull this up myself, but like, if I did have infinite time and money and resources, I'm sorry about my dogs, man. We would get like a trailer crafted where it was like the A-Team, you know that movie? Where, you know, it's Grays calling up everybody from you, or myself, or whoever, calling everyone up and being like... that's actually what happened with Melderon. I legit called Melderon. I was like, Melderon, I gotta ask you a question, bro. If your life depended on it, if you had to save your family, if you had to, for some ungodly reason, do you think you personally could get to level 60, get MC attuned with consumes and a serviceable set of armor with 1 life? And any WoW player worth their salt that's played, you know, vanilla for way too long is gonna say yes. They're gonna believe in their individual ability to do that. And saying like, yo, we need you, man. The boys need you. The ultimate challenge awaits. And I don't know, it'd be cool to do like an A team. You can make it funny, you know, and play all this music in the back, and you're calling up all the people, and we could have a lot of fun with this and make some history. Did the Tauren die? No, I was actually just on the Tauren, and I was like, you know what, I kind of just want to play Alliance for some reason. I have 0 plans with these characters. I'm really just like chilling with you guys. Oh, yo, we pushed some more yesterday in 2s on both the mains and alts. I think we're sitting glad now. I think we're locked in. I hope. Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed. It keeps going up every day by so much, but I think we're finally there. I hope, man. I hope the pain is over. We're sitting 25-30 right now on the mains and 25-10 on the alts. I don't want rank 1, bro. I'm not a rank 1 AD. I just want my glad pedal, man. Just want the pain to be over, man. 4 days left in the season, though. Hardcore players assemble, yeah. Saddle up one last time, yep. Wait, did you roll another character? I have that Tauren I made yesterday, but I'm not really so much like invested in these dudes. So we're just kind of like talking. Fortunately, these bone snappers that I need are like deep in this cave, and I'm so weak. Indiana Jones and the A-Team, mind blown. Kargoz, you absolutely have to verify every player before they make sure no trolls get in. What do you mean by that? I mean, not the trolls. The average troll isn't going to make it to 60, man. And yeah, but that's what I agree with you. That's why we made the Discord like invite only for the challenge. Because if you just completely open it to literally anybody, you're just gonna get some crazies like just in the mix, you know. But yeah, we need the best of the best. People that feel super confident in their abilities to pilot the 16-year-old game. You know all the mechanics. You have the time. You have the mind to like theory craft. And know your class inside out. And it's gonna be a lot of fun. Just imagine all the different personalities, not all, but a good amount, that you know and love from around the community, all playing together in the same guild on the same server. It's gonna be like a TV show. I swear. It's like the best content for like 2 months. Or 3 months, however long it takes, man. Oh my god, this place. When is Vanilla Season 2? TBC is kind of lame. Vanilla Season 2? Well, like Hardcore Season 2? We launched Hardcore Season 2. There's a lot of people. There's actually a lot of people playing. There was like 30 on the Horde side a second ago when I checked. EU guilds up as well. But I mean, Vanilla's the best game ever made, bro. I've done speed runs of this place. Like, I've done Dwarf Hunter speed runs, where I've gotten like an hour 40 or something to 10. And I did this place no problem. I don't know why. Like, these respawns are nutty right now.
Here there. Hello. How are you?
That cave is so scary. Yeah. I'm gonna need some more photos. Yo, Gordon Ramsay. Yeah, Grace put your name in the hat today in the Discord saying you might be down, dude. It would be a great pleasure to play with you, man. That'd be great, man. If you're down for it, it'd be a huge pickup, man. First round draft pick right there. I'll shoot you the Discord. When is Classic fresh? Yeah, nobody knows, man. Your guess is as good as mine. If I had to guess, though, please be a bone snapper. Please be a bone snapper. Ooh, in there, baby. I think if you're like an optimist, it could be in as little as 2 months from now. Does that sound crazy? I mean, because Phase 2's dropping. They're gonna let that ride out for a little bit. But they're already like making daily updates with Classic. Like another update went out about the Classic PTR today. You guys see that? Very, very minor, tiny update. Like just a couple sentences of text on a blue post. But they were saying, we have this new build, patch 1.14 on the PTR. And, you know, we encourage people to test it or something. They just made like a tiny little blue snippet. But they're actively working on Classic Fresh right now, bro. 100%. Come on, snipe them. Nice. That's the last punch you were. Get out of this hellhole. Hardcore is back. Let's go. Dude, it's not even Hardcore is back. This is the most epic thing I've ever even heard of in WoW. And that's like just me being biased and selfish, right? I'm keeping it about 37, but just all the friends we've made along the way in this Classic journey for years, since literally like 2017 or whenever this all started, or before that even, coming together. Like pretty much everybody has said yes, you know that, right? I don't know if they'll actually follow through, but everybody we hit up and we're like, yo, will you heed the call? We need you. Will you heed the call, brother or sister? And they go, what's on your fuck mind? Yeah, I'm in.
Hi, see you soon.
I'm down. I could just read the list of the people in the Discord right now. It's just banger after banger after banger. Just the best of people all doing this. It's going to be so epic, man. It's going to be like a Twitch category takeover, too, when it all happens. Classic Fresh drops, and then you're getting like 100 different people streaming with POVs of this Ragnaros challenge.
Be good.
What is this? Accept the Lost Pilot? What is the Lost Pilot? Oh, it's telling me to go to the, meh. I mean, I scuffed this a bit. I should just hit 10 and do the pet quest. I'm about to hit 10 right now. Let me just Hearth Karanos and just plink one thing, ding 10, and just do my pet quest. Might as well. Yo, I think I got a sub. Sorry, I'm a bit rusty with streaming. Groovy15, thank you so much for that prime, brother. 11 months total, 1 month streak. Thank you so much, Groovy. I really appreciate it, man. It's good to see you. Calix, good to see you as well. Brad, Hero Vision, what's that? Yo, what up, Hero? How's life, man? Got another one, Trask Palmer. So sorry for the delay, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Tier 1 sub. Ziggy JZ, I'm sorry I suck at streaming, bro. Thank you so much, Ziggy, if you're still here, man. If you wipe in a raid, you guys delete or your characters? Yes. 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 Yep. One life. It's basically like that movie that came out a while ago, where if you die in game, you die in real life. You're about to watch that. You know? The stakes are as high as they possibly can be, and I want to make it even spicier. So have you guys heard of crowdfunding? It's a tool that like entrepreneurs use and stuff in you know, the startup world, and that's kind of what I did and still do. I mean, outside of like WoW. And I think it'd be funny and entertaining, mainly, if there was like a crowdfunded prize pool, and unless we kill Rag, nobody gets a literal cent, because that's how these platforms work. They hold all the funds in escrow, or they don't release them unless, you know, the goal is accomplished. Because like, it's usually not used for this purpose, right? It's to protect people from funding an underdeveloped project or something. But I could see just baller ass people, you know, that like, they're just like, there's no way they're killing Rag. And honestly, the chance is less than 1% that we actually kill Rag. Less than 5%. You're about to watch a challenge, guys, that is almost certainly going to fail. I just hope we go out in a blaze of glory, as opposed to like dying in UBRS or something. Hey, that still might be kind of epic. I'm not done yet. Yeah, you're about to watch a challenge that is almost certainly going to fail. Almost certain. I actually think it might be impossible. It seems easy to like just think about now on pay, like from a distance. You'd be like, it should be possible, right? MC's easy, right? To really visualize each boss fight, you really visualize what it takes to get 40 people to level 60 into BRD, to complete the attunement, to get consumables, to get the recipe for greater fire protection potion, to get the recipes for flasks, to farm up decent tank gear, mitigation gear, to move those people effectively into the even into the raid, out in the open world where there might be people trying to grief us, and as for us to one-shot every boss in MC, including Major Domo, Geddon, Gar, Ragnaros with Phase 2 with ads in dogshit blue and green gear. Yeah, that's a sub 1% chance right there, man. Will the raid be Alliance or Horde? We are still figuring that out. 0% chance. Yeah, this is like, I've never experienced that in WoW before, right? Every time you play WoW, you know the stuff can be completed, and you've seen it completed, and it's more about like execution and mastery. We're going into this legitimately not knowing if it can be done. And the one person that sticks out more than anyone, to me, that I think is capable of managing this and piloting it to success, it's not Gray, it's not myself, it is Ampi, dude. Ampi's a nerd, man. I mean that in the most endearing way possible. He has such a good mind for the game. He's just mechanically amazing. He's an amazing speedrunner. Just whatever he applies himself to becomes god tier. And he's been wanting hardcore rating for a while, man. And he was even had it in his stream titles for months. He's going to be our main tank. In Ampi we trust.
What can I get for you today?
I'm so happy he listen to that music, by the way. If you unsub from WoW, like that in music will get you, right? It'll sneak up on you and pull your pants down. Oh, I have a 2-stem chest. Those that WoW music is
What can I get for you today?
gets old. Isn't there better ammo? Still light shot. Bro, I'm washed up, man. I already forgot all this shit. Do a potion, that's pretty nice. Yo, what up, Greg? See you later, brother. Zaron88, thank you so much for the 6 months of support, man. It's great to see you, man. Don't pants me, bro. Are you playing on Classic? I'm playing on TBC servers right now. I actually was going to do hardcore on Classic era, but if you guys ever tried, you know it's a separate client and you have to like re-download it. Man. Yeah, they're playing bangers tonight in the inn, huh? But I just didn't have it downloaded, and I was like, I just want to stream this. Alright, let's do this pet quest. Honest thoughts on Final Fantasy, bro? You baiting me into like no disrespect to you, because I appreciate Final Fantasy in the it has stripes as a game. It's been around since the beginning of games. It has legendary music. I love the soundtrack. Like when Nom played on his stream, listening to it, it makes me feel nostalgic about something that I never really played that much, right? Or experienced that much. So Final Fantasy music slaps. I get as legendary IP, people are very sensitive about it. But I cannot help if I'm keeping it a $1.22 with you guys when you watch it and you just see little furries and, you know, cat people walking around, and little cat girls and cat boys walking around RPing with each other and doing it. I mean, there's nothing against RP too. Like, I'm just keeping it a $1.21. Like I said, like, it makes me feel disenfranchised with like gaming. Just like, I don't understand this. It doesn't look cool to me. I don't understand. I feel like a boomer. All of the above. But more power to you if you enjoy it, man. As it stripes with furries, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm just keeping it a $1.93 with you. Doesn't seem like Ampi has played in like almost a year. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not sure even if that's true, but even if it was true, he'll. Dude, he's a grizzly boy. He's a grizzly boy.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, I haven't been excited about a project in WoW for like this in a long time. Maybe since ever, honestly. I really feel like almost my startup spidey sense is tingling. Like, this is going to be so legendary, man. But at the same time, it could be disastrous. Because, and what's the biggest disaster with this? It's not actually dying. It's more of like, is it boring? Is it boring to play? Is it boring to watch? Are people just dying over and over and we're not getting anywhere? Then it's a failure in my mind, you know? But if we literally, as a community, bless the troops and tell them all, you have to survive. Actually, do me a favor, do the community a favor, and pretend like you actually have one life. That's really like immersion. That's like roleplay in a sense, you know? Like, just imagine this was your real guy, and if you died in the game, you're dead in real life. And you had to just visualize that your life is on the line. You have to get to 60. You have to walk in the molten core. That's how we're gonna do it. Because this game mode is actually super hard if you're just complacent or you greed out or whatever, if you're not paying attention. If you actually respect the rule sets and try your absolute hardest, we're gonna have the most fun. How do we get in on this? I would say join the classic HC Discord right now, just the general one, and throw something in the One Life Rag channel, and someone will reach out to you. Fuck Kargoz, don't maybe get back into WoW for this challenge. Is it happening? Oh, on the Fresh it's happening. Yeah, I mean all my stream titles are just gonna be like of One Life Rag from here on out, you know. I mean, whatever, I'm doing whatever in game, but that's what I'm hype about, and that's what I'm trying to like promote and make a big thing. More fun than getting Gladiator. And I don't have it yet, so I really don't want to speak too soon here. That would be so cringe if I actually don't get it and I'm talking like I got it already. I hope we have enough right now. Like I said earlier, we're 2530 on, or 2500 plus on both teams.
Need assistance?
But getting Glad was fun, like kind of just selfishly, but it also was really painful at times. Like, we really griefed ourselves with our choice in comp. As you guys know, TBC has a lot of RNG in it, and that RNG is just part of the flavor of the game, but you want to play a game that isn't, you want to play a comp that isn't punished too bad by bad RNG, right? And like, it's not about what matchups you're so strong against, it's more about like mitigating bad matchups. So like the meta right now is just Dwarf Priest X, everybody runs double Enchi Belt, and our comp is Rogue Lock, like if one blind mists, or you know, just a kidney resists, or a coil has bad pathing, you can literally just instantly lose the game, and it's so demoralizing. It's a comp that you have to play it's like Face Hunter in WoW, it'd be my equivalent. You have to play like 700 games at like 53% win rate to climb, as opposed to you can just like, you know, play DPR or like DPL or something and have a chance. Oh, you messed up, you resist, it's fine, man. Just try to like, you know, reset, drink. So Rogue Lock kind of griefed us a bit, that comp. Brandon and I always fantasize about, hey, what if we put our time into learning like DPR or something? Maybe it would have been way better. Anyway, I'll stop bitching about it though. Love to see you back, sir. Is the raid team going to have to be verified prior to the MC run? Yeah. I mean, we wanna get people who are seriously going to attempt this, right? So like, I would actually just say, if you want to partake, and maybe some of the most fun, if not the most fun you'll ever have in WoW, you have to stream it. It's just for verification. But it's also to give people, the viewers watching, complete transparency into the whole thing. You have to just stream your gameplay, even if you just do a you know, no cam, no mic, no audio, it doesn't matter. You know, it's so easy, it's so accessible to stream these days. You don't have to like be like, you know, have a bunch of reach or anything like that. You know, just throw it on, 0 viewers, it's fine. And that way the accountability is there, so like people watching, they trust in the integrity of the project, and they really believe that people actually have one life and they're following the rule set, and it's not just like a clown fiesta. So yeah, you want to participate in the One Life Rag legendary adventure, they're on the stream, man. And we'll set it up in a way that, yeah, there's gonna be accountability.
Goodbye.
Is he on PTR? No, I'm just on TBC, man. If anything, if I'm being honest, I would like to see them take this opportunity to basically not make some changes, but all the changes. But I also respect what you guys are saying, that Understand the hype behind Classic Fresh? I don't. Okay, the hype around Classic Fresh. Let me try to explain it. Fresh servers are magical. I don't really know how to quantify it or articulate why. It's the start of a new community. There's people in the starting zone. It's actually so exhilarating. For many people, I want to say even the majority of people, whether they realize it or not, the most fun they have playing WoW is in that first chapter, where the communities are forming, the guild is fresh, people aren't quitting, and it's the pre-bis grind, it's the leveling grind. That is the most fun part. And then it's basically just a slow, steady decline of players all the way until the next fresh. It's the circle of life, kumbaya. So there's that degree of it. But also, I think it took TBC for a lot of people to realize that Classic, in their mind, may or may not be better than TBC. But you, like, realize where Classic shines. Because it's very easy to go into TBC and go, TBC is just a better game. It's literally just a better game. Rank 14 PvP system is cringe. The raids are easy. There's no arena. Cringe. Like, and look at Classic WoW and be like, TBC is just strictly better. You have all of the Classic world. The classes are actually more developed. You know, and there's a lot of truth to that. But the vibe is different, the community is different. You don't spend a lot of time in the open world. You spend a lot of time in, like, slave pens and stuff. And all I'm getting at is that I think some people miss vanilla for whatever reason, and they realize, man, dude, there's something magical about that formula. I don't know what it is, but I'm hyped. And then the other aspect of it is we're actually doing an incredibly hard challenge that is almost impossible. It's legitimately almost impossible, and no one has done it before, and nobody even knows if it can be done. And we're doing it with the best of people. What's not the love, man? Okay, let me just pay attention for a second. Large crag boar. Oh no, it's a crag boar. Okay. Large crag boar. Large crag boar. I feel like I did this whole quest over in this region. Yeah. I've been playing too much TBC, man. I forgot so much classic stuff. Pretty sure there's a large crag bar over here, though. I miss World PvP in Classic. Why do you not play Ascension? If I'm gonna keep it a $141, I probably would play Ascension if I could stream it. And it felt like if I could stream it and Blizzard literally just said, hey, we're not going to endorse it, but it's kind of just like a don't ask, don't tell. Like, if you want to play this, we're not going to ban you. Like, it's totally fine. I probably would. But I promise you, I'm saying that from a good place. It's not only because it's not on a money grub Twitch subs or whatever. It's more of like, you stream because you just want to share these moments and talk with people and discuss things. And it literally is part of your gaming lifestyle, being able to stream. So if you're just like no longer able to do that, it makes it way less worth it. You know, and a lot of people aren't even in it when they come to streaming for the money. It's more about like the growth and like, you know, notoriety and just wanting to grow a community and get your name out there and stuff. So not being able to stream it makes it kind of like a non-starter for me. I stream some private servers from time to time, but I almost like just skirt around around that ban. If you remember when Endless came out, I actually streamed the launch of that. We went 1-71 play session. Remember? We did a 5-man stack and narrowly dodged the bullet there. Somehow didn't get banned. I hope those people can actually make the 60 without dying. It is a pretty big piece of the puzzle, Brad. 100%, man. I'm so excited for this HC rag. I'm so excited that you're excited, and it's just not just me, right? And that it actually does have merit and it does have legs. The idea, right? You know, you guys have ever been like, oh wow, my pet bar is all fucked up. You guys have ever, some of you are probably entrepreneurs in the chat and stuff. You know, you have like an idea for a business and you're so hyped one day, and you wake up the next morning and you're like, man, that seems almost impossible to execute. I have to invent all this shit. It's gonna take years. That's not that great of an idea. You know, you never know if you're gonna feel that the next day. Honestly, it just makes so much sense. I think this is going to turn into like a legit WoW TV show almost, and it's going to provide the most insane like cohesive content for like 2 months straight, and maybe, just maybe, be like a whole renaissance of like just classic WoW in general. I know, maybe I'm drinking the Kool-Aid too strong, but just keeping it a buck. 93. Classic era aesthetic is dope. Post the raid on YouTube so I can watch. Oh yeah, it'll be, you'll see everybody's POV. And imagine, there's something about hardcore where you get this, you know, so usually when you're just, and this might be the case just for like life and society in general too. People are competitive, people are haters, right? People are naturally haters, naturally competitive. Everybody has that in them. People are judgy, you know, all that. Those are like kind of like the more, like the less fun side of humanity. But there's something about hardcore that align the incentives in a way. I think it's because you're fighting the computer, you're fighting the machine, as opposed to competing for goods and resources with other players, right? So even in an arena, you're like, you know, you're competing against other people in the season, or even just in real life. If somebody's making way more money than you and driving around in Lambos and living in, you know, custom-made amazing house, and you're just, you know, in the favelas, you're gonna feel like a little bit of jealousy, or, you know, all those factors come by. There's something about hardcore, because you're battling the machine together, that you actually feel a lot of camaraderie, and the community comes together. It doesn't get pulled apart. Even if you're just playing in a normal guild in WoW, and people are competing for the purple pixels and for the parses and for the gear, oftentimes it can bring people apart. Hardcore, and when people die, people actually feel so sorry. They're sharing the clips, word gets around, people come to their chat, they throw an F in the chat, they throw them some support.
Here there. Off with you. You got my attention. Watch your back.
Alright. So it's gonna be like that. Snow leopard. I think I just killed one over here. So it's basically just gonna be, hopefully, best case scenario, like 2 months of just good vibes and straight up WoW TV show caliber content. Yo, I just tuned in one classic fresh drops. AC community is going for a hardcore rag kill. I'm in. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, we're going for it. You know what would be sick though, guys? If we had enough people. Like, is there a chance that we get like 200 people in the guild at level 60? Or even 150? Imagine if there's enough people out there to do that. So even if you did wipe, you bring people in, you sub people in, and you have enough to like replenish and keep it going, and then like as a community, through sheer numbers and raw brute force, you actually do it and kill Rag. You know, you replace the fallen with new soldiers, and you it's possible. Not in 2 months, maybe in 6. It would just depend on how popular, you know, the project would get, if word of mouth would get onto it, if Blizzard even just gave us the sanction, the official seal of approval, maybe put us on the, that's a big ass, I was gonna say put us on the launcher or something, but if they just said, blessings be upon you, we approve of this event, and we will be watching or something, that would give it a lot of legitimacy too, and people would want to do it more. Is the stream of hardcore characters running in? Yeah. Imagine a full server of hardcore players just to have enough for one Ragnaros kill. I know, man. Would you even be able to use rebirth? No, you're dead. You're dead. If you die and it says release spirit, this is what I was thinking as far as death rules. If you die, imagine I die right now. You don't send a message to anybody. You don't trade gold to anybody. You don't put items in the guild bank. This is what you do if you die. This is what you do. You have 5 seconds to do it. And again, there's nothing enforcing this, right? But we're just trying to like build a culture. And we're like, if you die, log out, delete. It's realistic. It's like real life. People are just gone. You know, could be a loved one, could be whoever. And that is just like how it works in real life. It's tragic. You don't get to say your goodbyes all the time. You don't get to just trade all your gold and you know stuff after. And that type of stuff, right? That type of stuff will hopefully create a dramatic environment. And can you enchant for other people on hardcore? So yeah, the way we're doing it right now.
Still recharging.
Is it just normal rules to 60? Nothing changing whatsoever. Just, you know, get the 60, one life, death equals delete, all the rules, no trading, no grouping other than the one instance ID dungeons. But once you get to 60, everything is on the table except you just still have one life. But it's within the guild. You can trade, you can enchant, you can group quest, you can run dungeons multiple times if you want. It's still one life.
Talk to me.
No auction house though, yeah. It's only like, you know, with other hardcore players. So
Off with you.
it would feel just like when Iron Lad died on this challenge. It would be gut wrenching. I know. Imagine somebody dies in the raid, guys, and you know the Discord sound where it goes like dum dum.
Se to přetahujou. Fuck! Všetky se ještě nespawnuly. Kill bleeding hollow peons for their torches, ignite them at several buildings. Oh, that's sick, that's sick. Okay, to musím dělat. To vypadá to jako sick back. Co má?
And all you hear is dum 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 dum, and like 10 people just leave the Discord, and their character says, "Go offline, leave the guild." It's gonna happen. If we do it, I mean, there's no shot we do it without casualties. We will lose some people.
Here they are.
I might lose my guy at 60, and then I'm out, and I'm just
Hey, good.
watching from the sidelines, cheering him on. Never know. Him an Ice Claw Bear. Gotta load up on FPP and GFPP. Yo, that's Dax. What's going on, man? If you guys watch, anybody here watch the Hardcore Community Cups we did? Part of the reason why we didn't do another one, you know why? Just keeping it $163, is the last Hardcore Cup we did was unmatched. You couldn't top it. It was too epic on too many levels that, like, what's the point of doing another one, kinda, right? It'll just be kind of like worse. That was the one with Dax and Ampi doing that crazy arc at the very end and finishing like second, and its massive comeback right at the very end, doing crazy stuff. They kited and did that, like, you know, turn in, pick up, turn in, Serena Bloodfeather type strat, whatever you call that strat, with Garenzo Wrench Whistle in Stone Talon Mountains. Kited him all the way, I think, to Ziz Physics, right? Nutty, dude. Nutty. Barely completes the Ashenvale, like, you know, hunt quest at extremely under-leveled together. But yeah, Dax, getting the recipes for them is going to be the tough part, right? GFPP, somebody said, what is it, 4% drop off of something in UBRS? You're just going to have to make a, you know, determination, you know, is it worth it to farm it? One mess up, literally one messed up pull, and we'll lose a quarter of our raid or more. Oh, wrong Dax. Oh, there's another one. Oh, gotcha. I love the music in this zone. Same. No shot, dude. Tommy Salam, legendary rested XP speedrun extraordinaire with the massive host. You're joking me, dude. Tommy, thank you so much, man. I was watching your stream earlier. I don't know how you do it, man. Tommy's been getting 600 to 700 average viewers speedrunning. No cam, no mic, just executing his craft of speedrunning. I mean, you love to see it, honestly. You really do. That people are there tuning in for the gameplay, right? And it's not all about just like being amazing looking or, you know, your personality and stuff. Like there's some gamers still out there that just want to watch some efficiency, man. And congratulations to you, Tommy, man. You're actually a gigantic streamer now. Thank you very much for the raid, brother. Tommy Salami, hopefully going to join the ranks of the One Life Rag Kill as well. Tommy is not only an amazing speedrunner, he's an amazing shaman. Had rank 1 in Kara in our guild, on our little Bloodsoul Island. Healing overall for shaman. Be a real asset. Okay, we're looking for a Ice Claw Bear. There is an Ice Claw Bear out here, right? Oh, it's right there. For some reason I thought it was white. And that these are the brown ones. Okay. I gotcha. No hot tub. Yo, thanks for all the follows, guys, too. From Tommy's stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am also a Rested XP Andy. Tommy, Tactics, Zarant, Brandung, and I. We work really well together, and we came together to work on that, the guide that we're using right here. And we're on to other things as well, working as a team together. We're building a site for New World. We're building a site for Diablo, D2R, and D4 and beyond. And we're building it with browser-based tools and guides and all types of stuff. Working on other projects together. You dying in the Torn Warrior? No, he's still alive, man. I just was feeling Alliance for some reason. You know what I was really feeling, though? Westfall. I kind of just want to get into Westfall and start plinking Harvest Golems, man. That just sounds like a vibe right now. I don't know if we'll get through this stream. Yo, Gray's in the house. What's good, Gray? How's it going, my man? Gray was doing some theory crafting today on what gear is going to be, what gear he's going to take into, One Life Molten Core.
Interested on the fight? Watch your back.
Okay.
Be good.
We are on the board with pets, right? We're done with this. Training the Beast. Yeah, speak with someone in Ironforge just to get like the actual. Let's go do that, man. We'll get professions going too. Let's just go to Ironforge right now, so we can actually tame a proper pet, feed it. Just get it out of the way, man. Got that bear, baby. So many legends in this chat. I know. Dashboard, thank you so much for the 3, my friend. Those hardcore tanks would need titanium balls. D2R is going to be sick, I know. It really is going to be sick. A lot of you will just never give it a chance because you're WoW players at heart, and WoW does it for you, and it is very tough to play other games when you're a WoW player. But Diablo 2 had unserviceable graphics for 2021 standard, and if you didn't have that nostalgia from back in the day, it would be almost unplayable for a lot of people. They really put a beautiful coat of paint over Diablo 2 Resurrected, and it looks amazing. And you can play it on Switch. I think that's the best way to play D2R. That might be sacrilege to the PC gamers that play Diablo, but I just see that being massively fun. Being able to play like a AAA legendary, one of the best games of all time, on a handheld thing, like while you're in bed, just vibing out, like farming. And it works really well on controller and stuff, so. Yeah, anyway. Is Classic fresh out? Not yet. Not yet. Yo, Pasta with the Prime, thank you so much, man, for the 2 months. I appreciate it. Chill in bed playing D2R. I know a lot of people don't make that connection, right? It's coming out on console. That means it's coming out on Switch. That means my bear really turned on me. Yeah, good to see you, Killer Carbon. Does the challenge need to be done on official servers? I don't want to give Blizz any more money. No, man. I mean, it's a community challenge, so being part of the community is like one of the massive reasons you'd even want to do it, right? But like if you just want to see if you can do it. The thing is, yeah, we haven't been like verifying hardcore runs. We have a whole leaderboard and stuff, but honestly, just do you, brother. If you want to do it offline on an unofficial server, man, just send it. Bank. Nah, nothing I need to put in the bank. So what professions are we gonna get on this guy? Alright,
What
NG.
can I do for you?
NG's so good on Dwarf Hunter. NG and mining.
Be good.
Is the music a bit loud? I'm gonna turn it down a bit. Iron Forge music over the major city music pumps.
What's on your mind?
Mining.
Safe travel.
Alright. NG mining, hell yeah. On the fresh, we should put $50 up for warden staffs and stockade pauldrons. What do you mean? Put 50 up for warden staffs? What's some RMT? Just a little RMT to spice things up? Oh man. I do think it would be really cool if somebody in the community figured out like a way to make it like fantasy football or fantasy baseball or whatever, but for this One Life Ragnaros challenge. Like it's almost be like a betting pool. I don't know if betting is TOS or not. I'm not really a betting man myself or a gambling man, but it just seems like a way to gamify the experience even for the viewers, right? You get to watch. You're putting bets on like who you think's gonna die first, if they're gonna even kill Rag. There's like a pot for like, you know, people are betting on if they're gonna do it, if they're actually gonna kill Rag or not.
What's on your mind?
You know, oh, I got 3 to 1 odds that they're gonna wipe on Rag.
How are you? Off with
You know, and instead of football teams, you have the actual, you know, streamers and people playing as in someone's fantasy hardcore draft or something.
No. See you soon. What's on your mind?
There's got to be something there, right? I don't know what it is,
Take
but there's
it
got to be
well
something there.
net. Safe travels.
I can see someone trolling with Get In. It's possible. That would be the most insane thing if somebody actually put in like 12 days played and they secretly like hate Grays or myself or one of the people in there or something, and they just are a saboteur in disguise, a snake in the grass, and they come in and they just Leroy Jenkins into the boss. We should probably have a contingency plan for that though. We should have like in our SOP, our standard operating procedure. If somebody Leroy Jenkins and trolls and griefs the raid, what do? We have a procedure. Everybody drop target dummy, press swiftness pot, and or nifty stopwatch, and sprint out of the dungeon. The raid. Every DPS is a hunter. Is this classic BTR? This is TBC. Alright, let's go to the Hunter Hall and then get NG. We're probably good. Pick 2 DPS and 2 healers and 2 DPS HPS highest total wins per raid. Wait, where's the... Oh yeah, they're both out here. Rogues with Vanish are somewhat safe in raids too? Somewhat, yeah. There's a... What is it? Just always a 1% chance or maybe more in a raid. Any rogues in the chat? Is it different because there's bosses level 63s? Maybe there's a higher chance to resist Vanish or something. And resist Feign Death can be resisted as well. There was a time early in Classic that no mission visibility ray or cloak or whatever was
Off and away.
you could actually use it to drop combat as well. But I think they fixed it at some point. Bubble Hearth is key for hardcore raiding. I think we're going to go Alliance. If we're actually giving this a serious shot, I do believe that that's what we'll end up going, but nothing's been decided yet. And if we go Alliance, that is a question. Do you allow Bubble Hearth? I think you do, man. I actually think... So if our guiding lights are fun to play, fun to watch, I think there would be something really cool about having a 5-man pally task force of just Delta Force operators going into Stratholme, the one dungeon that you cannot escape and run back out of because the door is closed, and we send them in, the pally squad, to go and get us a key from Magistrate Bartholomew so we can go in through the back with the rest of the raid and actually get some strat loot going, right? But like, there are highest speed people in, because you can do a dungeon with all pallies, right? And they have that out with Bubble Hearth. Or do you think it would be not as good? I don't know. I mean, if you Bubble Hearth, you're just bailing on your team, on your raid. I mean, once you bubble, it's not like you have like 5 seconds to determine whether you want to bubble Hearth. Like, it's basically a macro. It's like cast sequence bubble Hearthstone. Get out of jail free is antithetical to one life. True. True.
What's on your mind? Off with you.
That is true. And the reason why we actually banned it in regular hardcore is there actually is nothing the game world can do to stop you from bubble hearthing out. Literally nothing. There's nothing that can prevent that. So when something is uninteractable, or like there's literally no chance of failure, like your bubble can't fail, right? Your Hearthstone can't fail. When there's 0% chance of misplay, the only misplay you can do with Bubble Hearth is if you wait too long by like 1 second, and that does happen. Anybody who's played Pally has done that before. You try to bubble Hearth out, you start eating, and you take a second and you do a slash spit and you do a slash, raffle, because you just want to do that before you Hearth out right in front of somebody, and you waited too long and you can't Hearth, and then you die in the most humiliating way. Oh yeah, pet trainer. So we got our pet thing done, pet trainer here. There you go. Yeah.
Good.
Doesn't Bubble have a damage limit you can take? Nah, you're 100% invulnerable. I'd say allowed only rules, no deaths and solo rules. Yeah, like, I'll do what you guys want to do, what everybody wants to do. We'll vote, we'll be democratic. That's how we do everything. We always have done it that way. People want Bubble Hearth, people don't want Bubble Hearth. But I really do think part of the success of hardcore, limited success that we've had, is that the guiding lights have been fun to play. It was actually fun to watch, fun to play in that order. So everything that we do, any rule, does it make both of those increase? Or does it not? Oh, okay, we got Hawk, Monkey, Call Pet. Forgot all my Hunter keybinds, man. Tragic. Yeah, put it on F5, sure. Why not? I don't really have any cheap meat as well. I should get some, I'm trolling. Isn't there a freshly baked bread person that walks around the main area? Because I'm gonna get a boar. Revive pets. Are you still ahead? Okay, let's go. KB. There we go. Blizzard might not make a dedicated hardcore server, but I could see them making a mode you can enable. If RuneScape can do it, so can they. True. Yeah. It's true. It's possible. Anything is possible. But I do think it would be sick. Could you imagine, visualize for a second? I mean, basically what this game mode is doing, in a sense, is aligning the incentive to have fun with the incentive to have of efficiency and sweaty metagaming and stuff, like aligning all of those to recreate a similar experience to how it was back in the day, when gear felt epic, when the game felt hard, when you felt, when you play hardcore, type a 1 in the chat if you've ever experienced this. You're playing hardcore, right? And you notice something about the game and you're like,
hello.
It's almost like they designed the game to be this way. Like, they almost, it almost feels like, it almost feels like maybe they thought the player was gonna have this sense of like death being a really bad thing with some of the vendor items they included.
Keep your feet on the ground.
I don't know, I'm not really articulating it that well. I've said that same bit before, but you have these moments where you're like, man, I think the game was like intended to be played this way or something. But yeah, like what I was saying is, imagine you walk into a major city like this, and you see this same guy right here. But you know this guy's never died. And you pop a quick inspect on him, and you look at each piece of this gear, and it just means 10 times more. And it's just so insane. You see this terrestrian strangle staff, and you're like, my god, this man braved Karazhan with his one life character. And he got all this gear. Death was a much bigger deal in MMOs in 2004 than now. All I learned in hardcore is boats are scary and don't drown. Hey Chief, are you getting rank 1 this season? I don't think so. Okay, there's a small chance that, let's say the brackets don't inflate too much, and it's pretty clear we're going to get Glad on, you know, our mains, which will likely be the Orc team. We may send it on our alts and see how high we get last day. If it looks like we're locked in Glad on one team, we may just send it, because what's the point of getting double regular Glad? You might as well just push rank 1 on the other one, at least try. Do I think Roguelock is even a rank 1 capable team? No. There's no Roguelock sitting rank 1 right now. Yeah. I think the cutoff is like 27 something. There are a few Roguelock teams higher than us right now. Like 2 or 3. But still none in the rank 1 range. But we may as well just send it on the alts. Weren't some of the original guys who made WoW really into EverQuest, which was hard on deaths? Probably, yeah. They were cut from all. They were that. That was a legendary breed of gamer. The early MMO gamers, the people who first got into MMOs, the MMOs were way more hard. Okay, MMOs in true or false? MMOs in 2001 were more hardcore than they are now. True or false? Actually, don't know. I think in some ways, right? They were, right? But then at the same time, you have like arena and mythic raiding, and like, you know, people are so sweaty now. But I think like the game design philosophy was way more unapologetic. Like they literally didn't care if you just like lost all your gear or something horrendous happened to you. Is it? Ultima Online back then, it was absolutely cutthroat and insane. If you would lose EXP and lose levels when you die, and leveling took up forever, it was brutal AF. Does Rested XP add-on work on Classic Era realms or just TBC? The add-on will work, no problem. Oh, should I get a board? Nah, there's better boards, right? This is level 6. There's better boards. Accept Operation Recombobulation. Should we do all this stuff on the left side? Meh. Meh. Oh, yeah, sorry. The add-on does work on Classic Era, but the route will not work. You can try to follow it. Like, if you really had to, maybe you could just get something from it and then just, like, use your brain and skip to another section or something and try to get some value from each section, but it's totally different, the route, compared to TBC. But I think Zorant and Tommy are working on putting together a route for Classic Era that will work for Rested XP. Like, so Rested XP will support Classic Era once they get done making the route. Am I the only person that's just not really that excited about the remaster of D2 and I played it back in the day? Ooh. Oh, well, maybe you can expand upon that, because if you were to ask people what game, if you were just to take 1,000 sample gamers that were within our age group, not even just like Blizzard Andes, just random people, and you said, what game, if you could snap your fingers and choose a game to get remastered, or what game needs a fresh coat of paint the most, I think it would 100% be D2, would be the vote from everybody. People love that game. It's considered one of the best games ever made, and it's just like hurting visually. It really like it's too much. And maybe you don't like it that much because you don't understand it. I don't mean that disrespectfully, but I just recently like understood the appeal of Diablo. I didn't really get it until recently. Now I know what it's like. You hop into different lobbies, you look for tryst runs, you look for tomb runs. There's actually a lot of a social component to it. And here's the thing about D2. You WoW Andies may not know this. And shout out to Winkypotamus for educating me. There are certain runes, and you need these runes to create rune words. Rune words, think of a rune word like an epic piece of gear, or a legendary, epic piece of gear. But the rune word is basically a piece of gear. They're not all created equal. They can roll different levels in the rune words. So you get a really good one or a really bad one. And there are some runes that you need to make like the best gear that have like a 0.0001% chance. Like you'll never find it. It's actually statistically like impossible that you'll find it yourself. So you actually need other people to help you make the items. So the economy aspect is a big thing with Diablo. And you know, maintaining good relations with people and looking for the right items you need, shopping around for the right runes you need. There's a whole kind of like boosting meta called rushing. Pretty much all the stuff that we have in WoW, they kind of have in Diablo in a way.
What do you need? Down.
Is XP faster here? I don't think you get any XP increase in the rate until like level 15 or something. Yeah, but it's just D2 again. People have been optimizing the builds on the game for 20 years. Yeah, true, but it's just different types of people, different types of gamers, right? Some people really crave that discovery. They want new content they can experience for the first time, and it's magical, and that's what they really love. But there are a certain breed of gamers that they just care about optimization, mastery, efficiency, and learn. They don't mind playing the same game over and over. They consider it a craft. They consider it almost like a sport. And you know, so what if the game's been out 20 years? How long has, like, you know, soccer, tennis, or any of the real sports been around? You know, so my whole point would be, I don't think there's anything wrong with a static game, but at the same time, I do acknowledge that if it's totally a static game, people start saying dead game. It doesn't feel like there's a pulse. So it could be the same baseline game, but they make small changes to balance, right? Because that's what they do with, like, esports and stuff like Dota and CSGO. Like, they'll make little changes to the guns. They'll make the, you know, randomly, the SG for the longest time in Counter-Strike was like an absolute meme. Like, if you used it, you're like a pathetic noob. And it was actually a gun that I really liked, you know. I would use the SG a lot. People would make fun of me. Like, oh, using the SG. Like, imagine needing the scope, the old boomer and stuff. But I mean, I was like, you know, DMG or so, or a little bit higher than that sometimes. And then randomly, the SG became amazing, and pros were using it to one-tap people. So, in Dota, they tweak the heroes around too. So you could take a game like Diablo or World of Warcraft Classic or something, and you make small changes to it that doesn't change like the fabric of the game. They're just like small balance changes, and then it feels like the game has a pulse and it's alive and breathing, and then people want to play it. SG has always slept in CSGO, but people slept on it. Hey, I miss watching the hardcore runs, bro. It's hard to really sit and watch normal WoW, but these runs are great. Hell yeah, man. Good to have you here, little dude. You know you're a boomer when you say Dota and CSGO instead of LoL and Valorant? Yeah. I mean, LoL's been around for a super long time now, too. But yeah, Valorant, again, like, I really feel my age when I look at the games. When I look at the newer games, and they're all, like, cartoony and animated and... Okay, what's the most badass game ever made? In your mind. The most, just the coolest game. I don't know what cool, how you define cool. It just does it for you, man. Like, just on paper, you read the description of the game and you're like, dude, that is badass. Witcher 3, solid option. Tekken 3, actually pretty solid option. Good to see you, Cherry. Baldur's Gate. I wouldn't play that on iPad. That's another legendary game. They ported it to iPad, and I never played it. I kind of want to, because a lot of people love that game. Bloodborne, Champions of North, SOCOM. Ooh, yeah. So for me, it's CS:GO is right there for me, man. I think Halo is actually really cool too. I mean, with time and age, I look back at the Halo plot and universe, and it isn't the most unique, inspired thing ever. There's been other things with like Space Marines and, you know, super soldiers and alien, you know, Covenant type archetypes, like it's not the most unique thing ever, but Halo's up there for me. But CSGO is really up there, man. If you think about it, you pilot either a team of counter-terrorists or terrorists. First of all, that's kind of edgy. You can play terrorists, right? And you are on a hyper-realistic bomb defusal mission or hostage rescue mission. You're throwing smoke grenades, flashbangs to clear out routes. It's realistic in the sense, you know, one headshot, you just one tap, pink mist, you're dead. Like, CSGO on paper is badass. Even the gear they're wearing and everything. You have a knife that the speed, the mechanics, the physics. Another one that comes to mind for me, though, was Age of Empires. I love Age of Empires. I really attribute like a lot of my love for history and like military history and stuff, believe it or not, to Age of Empires, man. Age of Empires 2, Age of Empires 3, The Conquerors. Listening to the campaigns and listening to the stories of all these legendary historical figures, Joan of Arc, Genghis Khan, learning about the fall of Rome, the Byzantine Empire, learning about, you know, Constantinople and the Huns. Like, that shit is so cool, man. I dream sometimes of maybe making a military history channel or something, and you just make videos. What did soldiers eat in like the 18th century? And you look at their rations and stuff, and like, oh, you just look at cool weapons and like see how they worked. And anyone get AoE in a cereal box when they were a kid? They already remastered AoE 2? Yeah, I bought it. Do you listen to Hardcore History? Yep. In Australia, they bundled AoE with Nutrigrain when I was a kid. Let's see. Unreal